So some long-term followers of the vlog may remember Damo's uncle. He lived quite close by, always kept a very beautiful vegetable garden. He used to make the bamboo brushes for us and we always used to order them from him. Really nice guy, quiet guy, but always very pleasant and joyful. Well, unfortunately, just the other day, we've received some very sad news that he passed away. Today, Damo and I have been to his funeral. So the funeral is actually hosted at a temple very close to us. Her mother spends a lot of time there because there's just people that are passing away all the time here. As you can imagine, it is an aging population in rural Thailand, so there's a lot of older people. Some of them live into their 80s and 90s, it's not like they're unhealthy. But the biggest problem is usually the lao khao, the rice whiskey, which is not just really a quaint cultural epithet of Thailand. It is actually like a dangerous drug, and it's mainly the withdrawal of it that becomes the problem. And so her uncle decided to go teetotal and withdraw, but he didn't taper, and we believe that is what ultimately caused him to pass away. And now he also had some liver issues as well and some other health issues. So he was actually 66, and so it was a nice tribute. It was at the temple close by. This is actually Damo's mother's brother, and so she was at the temple setting it all up and whatnot. And so we just went to the temple, and as is usually the case with Thai funerals, we listened to the monks chanting first. It's generally quite a jovial atmosphere. I wouldn't say it's like too somber or sad. Most people are, chit-chatty, and their belief system is that he's going on to his next incarnation and whatnot. So it's not a sad state of affairs usually. Everyone's usually quite merry. First we listen to the monks chanting, and everybody usually wears black, or some wear white as well, depending. Many of the women will wear white, which is customary for like a merchi, which is the version of a female monk here. At the funeral they set up an image of him at the front, and then with lots of flowers which are donated from certain families. We also made a donation, and there's many families around the village that make donations. These donations go towards the flour and the food for people that are visiting, the water and things like that. And also there's a gift that is given to them as they say their last respects. Sometimes it's like a flower or something ornate, but in this case they chose washing up liquid because they wanted to give something quite practical. So Damo was in charge of giving those handouts, and then as you can see they splash their head with water after they've received the gift there. Some may remember, I've talked about before, they have a system here of money collection. So within our village and two surrounding villages, if somebody passes away, each household pays 500 baht. I think you can choose how much you pay, and then that's going to end up putting you in a certain tier for what you're going to receive when you pass away, or what your family will receive when you pass away. So each household is paying the 500 baht, and if you count our village and the surrounding villages, you've got maybe 150 households per village, and that can come to 250 to 300,000 baht for the family of the deceased. And so in this case her uncle's family collected those funds. That helps them cover the funeral and any other expenses, and then the funeral is not actually that expensive, but the funds help them kind of live their life onward, and so they collect those funds, and obviously everybody from the village is paid into that. There is like a ledger. I'm actually on the ledger, which is unusual for foreigners to be invited or added to that ledger, but I have been by the village leader. So I'm on the ledger that if I pass away, actually the family gets something. So that's nice to be included in Thailand, of course. The funeral service does then take in my opinion, quite a comical turn. There's people selling lottery everywhere because everybody believes it's like a lucky day. Like he's passed away, so everybody's like, how can we win the lottery in this situation? I think they find it funny themselves as well. After the funeral is finished and everything has been wrapped up, everybody said their last goodbyes, they fire some fireworks into the sky, and then they start throwing little packets of money around. And then after that they'll start throwing limes. Sometimes they throw grapefruits, and each person that catches the lime gets either 20 baht if the person that threw it had 20 baht, 20 bahts in the hand, they get 20 bahts, or some is 100 baht. Even the monks join in with this lime and money throwing, and it gets a little bit intense, to be honest. Like, everyone's jumping around trying to get the money. Damo did tell me that when they do a grapefruit, usually that gets you more money, but each funeral differs in which fruit, I guess, is being thrown and how much money you're going to get for said fruit. As you can see, the atmosphere is quite a happy, joyous atmosphere. Obviously, our uncle was a character in the vlog. He was part of our life here. I didn't spend too much time with him, but he was always nice when I was with him, or buying some brushes from him or something like that. And so, but it's just a shame again to see another one go because of the rice whiskey, which I'd say is probably the deadliest thing to be involved with in this part of Thailand. It just takes so many lives senselessly, and Damo's dad also is in the condition that he's in, like multiple strokes and bedridden because of rice whiskey. Starts off as a bit of fun, and it's a social gathering thing, and then they become hooked, and they're in this vicious circle where they know if they stop, I don't think they even know much about tapering off, to be honest, but they stop and they could die. And then if they continue to do it, they are in this kind of like hell in their head. So it's just one of those things that we try and teach the boys as well, not to get wrapped up in. And we're pretty blunt with our sons. Like, why is Granddad like this? Well, because he was drinking rice whiskey. Why is Uncle, passed away? Because he was drinking rice whiskey. So we are pretty blunt about it with the boys, because we actually want them to learn that this stuff is dangerous. It's like drinking paint stripper or something, maybe not quite as bad as that, but not too far off. And you're putting that in your body, the nervous system comes to rely upon it, and then these problems arise. And so it's a sad update from the channel today. In nicer news for the week, we've just been doing family activities, taking Hugo out to the local park, trying to get him out the house a little bit more as he gets older now, and he's able to do it. He has a little bit more self-control now, and I think it's gaining every week. And so we've just been out and about as a family, being grateful, enjoying the small things, to be honest, guys. So I am the bearer of some sad news for those that clocked her uncle in the vlog and whatnot, but he's now at peace, and he's hopefully going into his next life. I did want to comment as well, is when it comes to these ceremonies and things like this, because I don't share the same belief system as the villagers, sometimes I was thinking today about my place in the community. All the villagers obviously know me, they all welcome me, I've been part of this village for a long time now. They're very thankful for certain things that we've done in the past to help in certain situations, so I feel very integrated into the community. Also, I feel there's a mutual respect between me and Puyai Barn as well, the leader of the village. He always beeps his horn as he's driving past, and he's very friendly, overly friendly in many ways. But because my belief systems are different, I kind of felt a little bit odd. Like I'm kind of there and I'm listening, and then I realised actually a lot of my role in this village is some kind of documenter. It's more like capturing these moments. And what I found is some of the older people, they really want to be on camera because they see it as a form of legacy. In that video of them, of Grandma, or whoever it is, will be up on YouTube, for as long as there is a YouTube. And other kids can watch it and people can watch it. And that's how Yai feels about it as well. She wants the grandkids to be able to see Yai in case she passes away, So there is... I feel like I'm documenting something. I think that's my role or my use within the community. When I document things like this within the village, they're not popular vlogs. They're not viral vlogs. Like I know what a viral vlog looks like. It's usually based around some kind of news or drama or something like that. General day-to-day village life is not something that a lot of people watch or are interested in. I've got a few subscribers that are very interested in it, but not many people. It's not the wider collective that care about what's going on in the village. So it's not that you're getting virals from the village, but you are capturing something that otherwise would just not be captured and also not shared with the world. And so I at least can feel that I serve some purpose within the community, as well as the other things that we do in terms of capturing life here. And I feel I'm really like getting comfortable in that role now. People are comfortable with me, you know, with the camera. They're comfortable with me as a person, and I think they trust me to show their village and show them in a positive but realistic light, you know. So I've never felt any negative feeling towards me for doing it.แล้วคุณลุงคุณกินเหล้าข้าวตั้งแต่อายุเท่าไหร่
ตั้งแต่อายุ14หรือมั้ง
14เลยเหรอ
14
ทำไมที่นี่คนไทยชอบกินเหล้าข้าว
คนไทยในบุรีรัมย์นี่ก็ส่วนมากก็จะติดมาจากพ่อแม่
มันช่วยอะไรครับเมื่อทำงานหนักมันช่วยใช่ไหมครับมันกินยาหรอกินทำไมครับ
มันไม่ถึงกับว่าเป็นยาไม่ถึงกับเป็นคนที่กินแล้วก็มันจะเป็นนิสัยไม่ใช่ว่ากินเป็นยาหรือว่ากินเป็นสันดานมากกว่าพยายามกินแต่ว่าเพราะว่าสมัยแต่ก่อนก็ต้องมีเหล้ายาปลาปิ้งอะไรใช่ไหมพอมีเหล้ายาปลาปิ้งปั๊บมันเหมือนกับประเพณีมีอะไรก็ต้องมีเหล้าพอมีเหล้าก็ต้องไปกินพอกินแล้วมันติดบ้างไม่ติดบ้างคนส่วนมากก็ติดหรือไม่ติดก็กินไปงั้นเลยกินไปเรื่อยๆไม่ถึงกับกินมากอะไรเดี๋ยว บางคนก็กินมากจนติดบางคนก็ดี
วัฒนธรรมฝรั่งมันไม่เหมือนวัฒนธรรมไทยนะวัฒนธรรมฝรั่งเรากินตอนคืนกินเบียร์หรือเหล้าตอนคืนแต่ว่าคนไทยกินตอนเช้าคิดว่ากินตอนเช้าทำไมครับ
ที่บางคนก็กินตอนเช้าบางคนก็กินตอนเย็นสมัยแต่ก่อนถ้าไม่มีเหล้าเหมือนกับทุกวันไม่มีเหล้าไม่มีงานไม่มีเหล้าไม่สนุกอะไรนี่
ไม่สนุก
เล่นไพ่ไฮโลเหมือนคนจีนทั่วไปอย่างแหละคนจีนฝรั่งอะไรนี่เวลาไปจัดโต๊ะกินเลี้ยงมีเหล้ามี ก่อนมันเป็นการนับถือไอ้พี่สางนางไม้นะ นับถือพี่สางนางไม้ปั๊บเวลาไอ้คนเป็นอะไรนี่ก็ต้องมีเหล้าคนเข้าทรงก็มีเหล้าใช่ไหม
ครับ
เคยเห็นไหมอันถ้าคนไทยนี่เวลามีงานศพมีงานบวชงานกฐินประเพณีอะไรนี่มีเหล้าไหมมี
แล้วคุณลุงคุณมีความสุขไหมในชีวิต
มี
เพราะอะไรครับ
เพราะว่าเกิดมานี่คนพี่น้องมีความสุขกับพี่น้องมีความสุขกับลูกหลานมีความสุขกับทุกคนเขาได้ดีหมดมีความสุข